Sacred Saturday recap to August 2025. Computer game Nancy Drew, the Shattered Medallion. I am Tanis, she, her, hers, of sale, and I recap my Sacred Saturday computer game playing for my Sacred Saturday on 2 August 2025. The computer game I selected for play this time was Nancy Drew, the Shattered Medallion, 2014 game. This tradition is one I started as a preteen and continue on as I am able. It is a Saturday I dedicate to balanced eating and concentrated / ritualized computer game playing. I played the computer game on my 2011 MacBook Pro laptop with built-in CD/DVD slot. And today I did even break out my physical computer mouse for play. There was a puzzle. And if I made a mistake, I had to right click, and I made a mistake, but then did I actually make a mistake? But I was like, I pulled it out because I did at least think I needed to use it for a puzzle in the game. I played for 2 hours and 19 minutes and died, and the character Nancy Drew that I'm playing died once by a falling cube. The next time through, I was like, I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do about that. And again, there was a navigational arrow that popped up on the screen, and I was like, death by navigational arrow. Not finding it in time. And the first time I was like, oh man, the navigational arrows, huh? Okay, so this game is the Nancy Drew, the Shattered Medallion. Nancy Drew is a person on a reality show set in New Zealand. And so this was a kind of a fun one. There was a bit of exploration and making progress, but also then and getting some stuff marked on the on the tasks list, checked off, but then also finding new stuff, and then being like dead ending out a bunch of stuff and being like, okay, well then what do I do? Oh, I have one puzzle I can solve, the underwater observatory, to charge the submarine claw. And it was like, so it kind of reached points like that where I was like, I have like one thing I can do, but then there were other times where I felt like I got a lot of things I gotta do. And then this is a game that very much emphasizes interacting with the other characters in the game because it's a reality show kind of format. So like Nancy's supposed to, you know, make alliances with the other people on the game show. So there's a lot of like actually just going around and like talking to all the characters, which I normally do, but like this time it's a little bit different than that usually, or a lot of the times the other characters in the game do have things to say. So it was, in that sense, it's a little bit of a different game. There was a numbers game that I actually found writing down kind of like what numbers are where actually helped me understand the game a bunch better. I did one, and then the back, and then another. And those were my notes, my handwritten notes today. So I did actually find like doing like drawing it was helpful. And some of the stuff I did just like write down and then refer to my own notes as I was solving the puzzle or whatever. I finally figured out, I think, the second game in the Puzzle Palace. I found a password for a hatch and I found an underwater observatory. And I'm figuring out the submarine part, possibly at least getting the submarine claw charged, and started figuring out some of the like reality game stuff, like how to use a bonus points card. I explored a kind of enclave, kind of a waterfall area. So it was kind of, it was exploratory, progress made, but then also getting stuff done. So yeah, and there's kind of the guy Sunny called a bunch of people in, but then there's kind of like background, which I think Danger by Design was one where there was, you know, there's sketches in the game or stuff that's kind of like in the game, and then there's like signatures of the artist. And I was like, was that Danger by Design? There was a guy who's like, there was a design and like, or a cartoon or something, and there was a sign, and I was like, is that like, that better not be Sunny. Watch it be like the dad of Sunny, but it turns out it's not the dad of Sunny, it's like the grandfather of Sunny. And I'm like, wow, I even guessed it back then, you know. Like that was like over 15 years ago. But this game is like came out over a decade ago. So there's just been some stuff like that where I'm like, wow, like that being a plot element in this game is actually like resurrecting my memory of that when I played the game, right? It's not something I wrote down on a piece of paper. It was just like an observation of like, that better not be, you know, like, and then I remember that and I'm like, it's kind of cool how memories get recalled. So I had one of those today. So there we go. Oh, and food notes, I had a Builder's Chocolate Mint Protein Bar, and that was so it was 2 hours and 19 minutes of play. I did consciously stop the game and have a snack for the rest of the food I ate during the day so that you got like the food that I ate during play. And I do that for my Sacred Saturdays, at least have thus far. So as a Sacred Saturday recap, 2 August 2025, computer game Nancy Drew the Shattered Medallion.